Stephanie asks, what was the biggest surprise to you through all of working on the album, either for yourself personally or something external?
I think I've sort of already mentioned it. Sorry, who asked that one?
Stephanie.
Stephanie. I think when I went to the studio, and it was obviously very difficult during COVID and everything, but I went all sort of masked up one time to the studio where Oliver Krauss was recording the strings for me, and he'd arranged them, and he played me the strings for Ordinary Day for the first time, and I found it very difficult to breathe. And I was just like, I looked at him, I was like, is this my song? Like, I mean, it just, I couldn't quite believe what was being contributed back. Like I wrote the song, I recorded it, I sent it off, and yeah, that was pretty amazing.
Natalie asks, if you had to describe your music in one of the five senses, which would it be?
Always touch.
Ah, that's a good answer. Chandler asks, what are your top 3 Disney movies?
The top 3 Disney movies include, but are not limited to, because they are subject to change, but Robin Hood, the Fox version, obviously. Hercules, I love the gospel music in Hercules. And I love The Sword in the Stone, and I love Aladdin, and I love The Lion King.
Katie asks, what advice would you give someone who wanted to become a singer or an actor?
I would say make music that you love. Don't make it for someone else.
Embry asks, who is the most memorable person that you've worked with, either in singing or acting?
Most memorable person? Oh, well, in acting, it's impossible because I've worked with so many of my heroes, from Colin Firth to Jeff Bridges to De Niro to Robin Williams. I mean, Robin Williams is probably the most memorable, just because he was always just my favorite actor, and he's so wonderful and vivacious and just profound and all the things. And I was probably the most excited to meet him. But I've been so lucky to work with some of the people I've worked with. And then musically, I was obviously very lucky to have my producers, John and Jesse, who helped me make this. But Charles Jones, who's an amazing piano player and singer, incredible. Go and check him out. But
Laura asks, now that you've branched out creatively beyond acting, would you consider producing your own films in the future?
I've seen what producers go through to make TV shows, and there is not a single part of me that wants to do any of the things that they have to do. So no, but I do like being involved with the sort of creative process. So I can definitely see myself sort of trying to be involved from the beginning of projects more and more as we go through, because I do love having a say and some control over what the stories are.
Yeah. And Disa asks, are you considering a virtual concert?
I don't know if I have quite the faith in my piano skills that other people have to be able to get through these songs. It usually takes me 2 goes before I play something that sounds really bad. But I've recorded some live acoustic versions of the songs, which we'll be playing on various morning shows, and then I'll put them up on YouTube and everything, so people can get the versions of the songs that are just me and my piano live, how I originally wrote them. So I did want those to be out there, so I've filmed some of those.
So finally, of the fan questions, Melissa asks, how does it feel giving people hope in the times when people are so hopeless?
Certainly a purveyor of a peddler of hope, in as much as I can be in my life. And so yeah, it feels wonderful that people are seeing that in what I'm trying to put out into the world and what I'm trying to make. And if it encourages people or makes them feel courageous for a minute, or makes them feel encouraged and buoyed, how I've been made to feel encouraged and buoyed by all the reactions to my covers over the years, and then this is just me reciprocating.